Yo guys, I'm Yellow, the Norwegian hardcore PC gamer, and today I figured that we should go through things related to me streaming and such, in which that's gonna be pretty interesting to many people, especially all the salty kids that have been commenting hundreds of times that your boy Yellow is probably a dank 420 Blazed, quick scope, no scope, ladder stall, double fakey, no-scoping cheater. There we go. Yeah, I almost lost my track there. In which most of those things I mentioned you can actually do in Call of Duty to some sense. But anyways, the joke aside, fact is that many people have, because of many of my demo replays, called me a cheater, which is why I find it to be really fun to be able to stream now. 60 FPS, decent quality, quality that is not as good, but really good versus what I was able to do initially when I started to stream. So for people who might not be in the loop, I was now recently able to get the quality option enabled, which means that you guys watching, you can choose to watch the videos, or rather the stream on Twitch at like, I think it's like very low bitrate or a very high bitrate, or the bitrate I'm streaming with, so that essentially means that all of you guys can tune in regardless of how bad or good your internet might be, which is pretty good. Now there are obviously drawbacks to me streaming. For example, my raw performance as a player is declining because of how I stream. This AMD machine is truly old. I mean, the parts are released in 2012, so the parts are already 4 years old. Competing with today's standard, they're already far behind, even with the overclock, which means that, yes, when I'm streaming and playing on the same PC, the performance is being split, which is not good. However, this also it teaches us even further exactly what is needed for me to, for example, be able to record demo replays like you're watching right now. What is required essentially is a PC that is not as shitty as mine, which is something we knew. But to be more specific, it's the motherboard's chipset that can't transfer all the data from the game to my monitor and internally do all the processing, while also recording out an output, regardless if I'm streaming or if I'm recording. Which thus means that even more desync happens within the actual demo files, even though, again, those are, to begin with, desynced. Not as desynced anymore, though, because I now currently got fiber, which is pretty good. But you people can probably draw a picture in your head. Obviously, that's gonna make some of my most skilled and ridiculous shots look pretty dank and hacky, and outright not possible to do, which some of them look like, which, well, I don't know what to say other than that now when I can stream, I hope that I hit way many more of those, because that just proves that I'm not absolute shit at this game, which would be a plus, right? Anyways, so yeah, the streaming thingy-majig that I will now take upon myself to do a lot more, especially since I've been able to set up a lot more related to the stream. I still have a lot of things to set up, even though I've set up many of the basic things. For example, donation notifications that will come up, and a lists towards anybody that are nice enough to support the stream in that way, and thus also support everybody else who enjoy the stream. In that scenario, yeah, I've been able to set up a lot of things, but not everything, so I still got some stuff to do there. Pretty much like some of the detailed coding-ish bullshit things, aside from also the raw graphics, I still have to do an overhaul on all of those things. When I'm done with that, I think I should do a little bit of a change towards the donation sounds, and eventually then I should be able to get back into most of the streaming stuff, considering most of the job with streaming is almost not just getting into it for me, it's more about setting up everything and preparing myself and all that kind of stuff, because I'm not that experienced with doing such things, versus, for example, making YouTube videos, in which I'm by far better versus being a streamer. All that being said, though, you guys, I mean, this is just for you, sort of, like, it's entertainment, obviously, but it's also me playing games I would play regardless, so it's like a win-win. But if you guys want to play with me, you can tune in, and you can maybe, in a lucky, once upon a lifetime, lucky, chance, like maybe I'll just pick out somebody to play with, or you can become a Patreon or send in some sort of donation. So that way I know that you're serious about playing with me, and you can, you know, or take a little run with me. Assuming you live in Europe, by the way. Unless you don't, your lag will be horrendous. But the point, though, is that it's not just for me to play alone and be selfish and just talk to you people. Obviously, I'll also talk and play with you guys whenever the chance brings forth, and whenever it feels like that would be a nice thing to do. I mean, considering I'm still not up to the global global rank, I really want to get that done first. Like, it takes priority. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So, as this video goes live, you guys can probably now tune into the Twitch stream, so do that if you want to say hi, or if you want to hang out, or if you want to do all the things. It's all up to you. Regardless, thanks for all the support, thanks for watching. If you want to get smarter or better at CS, here are 2 related videos. The left one actually make you better, and the right one teaches you something about the game, so enjoy. Thanks for watching, have a nice day, and don't get beastified when you play.